Fast and Furious is the greatest movie franchise of all time, as anything you could ever want in a movie series. Cars, guns, airplanes, cars flying out of airplanes flying out of cars. Now before I continue with this video, I just want to put out there that I have not seen that many movies, so I don't have much to compare these films to. In fact, I have only seen 10 movies. But of those 10 movies, the Fast and the Furious films are by far the best. Now let's go back to a simpler time. A time before iPhones and app stores. A time when the entire world was just happier. I'm talking about 2001, baby. 2001 was the greatest year of all time because this one little movie came along and changed the world of cinema forever. That movie was The Fast and the Furious. This film follows Brian O'Connor, an undercover cop who likes to drive fast cars. He meets Vin Diesel, who also likes to drive fast cars, so his boss puts him undercover to find out who stole a bunch of DVD players, right? But it turns out it was Vin Diesel the entire time who did it. But he ends up letting him go at the end because he turns out to be a pretty cool guy. Now if you thought The Fast and the Furious was good, just wait till you see the sequel, Too Fast, Too Furious. That's right, that's two number 2s which add up to a 4, which guarantees that the film will be 4 times better than its predecessor. However, the filmmakers actually lied because the movie was actually 5 times better than the first one, which is why they should have called it Too Fast, 3 Furious. Okay, so in this movie, Brian O'Connor is at it again. This time he needs to take down an evil drug lord. So he teams up with this guy, and just when you think the bad guy's gonna get away, he drives his car onto his boat and saves the day. 2006 comes along and a very unfortunate thing happens. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift gets leaked to over 3,000 theaters across the US. You see, the film actually takes place after Fast and Furious 6 and was supposed to come out after it too, but the filmmakers thought it'd be easier to make the film extra early. However, after the greedy money-grubbing theater chains received word that the film was already completed, they robbed Universal Studios, took the movie, and showed it to the public way before they were meant to see it. Now this was very, very bad because the film showed the death of Han, a character who we were not supposed to know about yet. This spoiled the entire series for everybody and was the worst thing to ever happen to the franchise. After the catastrophic leaking of Tokyo Drift, I thought the series was done for good. But oh boy was I wrong, because in 2009 Universal came out with Fast and Furious. Now if you thought that nothing could top Too Fast, Too Furious, and you were horribly wrong, because Fast and Furious is the greatest movie ever made. So in this movie, Brian O'Connor finally tracks down Vin Diesel after years of searching, but after committing some crimes, Vin gets sent to jail for the rest of his life. Oh man, he's my favorite character. How are they gonna do another... Wait a second. Is that... Oh my god, it is! Oh my god, is he gonna... Fast 5 picks up exactly where the last one ended, and this one's even faster and more furious than before. Now I know what you're thinking here. If Fast 5 is actually the 4th movie chronologically, then why the heck is it called Fast 5? Well, you see, since this is technically the 5th film in the series to come out, Universal decided to put a 5 after it to avoid confusion. However, since it was chronologically the 4th movie in the series, Universal officially changed the definition of the word 5 to mean 4. Unfortunately, this caused mass confusion worldwide. Kids failed their math tests and people got angry when their 5-piece chicken nugget meal now only came with 4 nuggets, and they need 5. But this was all worth it because Fast 5 was absolutely incredible. This time the gang goes to Rio de Janeiro and they bring their fast cars along with them. As if the series wasn't badass enough already, they decided to crank it up even higher by bringing in The Rock. So in the movie, Brian and Vin and a few other guys want some money, so they decide to steal some from a bank, so they attach some ropes to a boat and drive away. However, this gets them a 2 plus 3-star police rating. They got all the cops in Rio on them, but luckily former cop Brian O'Connor knows their biggest weakness: boxes. Since Vin Diesel got the biggest box in Brazil, he's able to take out every single cop alive by ramming them with his box. Fast and Furious 6. Fast and Furious 5? Wait, no. Fast and... You know what, fuck it, it doesn't matter, because this movie had a freaking tank in it. Alright, now that we're done with that, we can finally talk about the story in Tokyo Drift. So in the movie, Vin Diesel's friend Han moves to Tokyo, which is a bad idea because this happens. Well guys, I hope you liked the video. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your... I'm sorry, 1 second. Hello? Wait, what do you mean I missed one? Tokyo Drift is the last movie in the series. A 7th one? What the hell are you— Oh my god! When does this come out? April 3rd? Wait, that's today!
The lady was right. You are a terrible liar.
You thought this was gonna be a street fight? You're damn right it is.
Fast and Furious 7, Furious 7 was a masterpiece. There was a scene in the film where Vin Diesel drove his car out of one building and into another building. There was also a scene where the characters drove their cars out of an airplane. Basically what I'm trying to say is, not only was Furious 7 the greatest movie of all time, not only was it the greatest book of all time, but it was also the greatest video game of all time. The film was a perfect conclusion to a perfect series, and the only thing that would have made it better is if there were more movies. Hello? Wait, they are making more? Fast and Furious 8 was insane. Ludacris drives his car up the Empire State Building. You won't believe it. This movie was so... Fast 9 had cars underwater. Furious 10 has a scene where Vin Diesel drives his car onto a spaceship. Fast and Furious Part 48 is on Mars. The cars are now rovers. It's freaking crazy. Furious 69 was pretty wild if you catch my Tokyo Drift. Fast 72 was the best one yet, I'm telling you. Fast 86 had it all, every single. The Fast and the Furious Amish Drift was Fast 276 and 644. Furious 825. Fast times 10 to the power of 8. Fast and Furious 1,276,740. Well, that's it, folks. The Fast and the Furious franchise made it all the way to the year 2.8 billion. Unfortunately, the sun blew up, destroying all life as we know it, which means the Fast and the Furious franchise is finally over. Hello? What? An alien planet has recovered the Fast and the Furious films from the Earth's wreckage and is interested in continuing the series?